So recently, I was privileged to be a wedding planner at a cousin's wedding. Like I did literally everything. I did her makeup. Yeah, I know you are rolling your eyes. I'm not a makeup artist here, but I did her makeup. I dressed her. I wrapped her hair. I did everything. I was in the picture like I was planning for my own wedding, and it just made me see a lot of things that people do not really talk about when they are getting married. So I just thought that I was going to share from my own little experience for people out there who would be thinking of getting married or who are already planning their wedding or are just trying to weigh things out. Hey guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Victoria. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to be talking about how you can achieve a minimalist wedding if that is what you want. Okay, so if you want to get married and your budget is slim, not really your budget is slim, but you do not want to spend so much because you have further plans of maybe a vacation, buying a house, buying a car, you just are more centered about the future of your marriage, then it's okay. There are three parts of a wedding, how your wedding can be. So we have the ultra simple wedding, which is the one I got involved with the planning and the arrangement and prep and everything, the ultra simple. Then we have the middle ground and we have the extravagant for those who want to go all out. Please, whichever it is you want, you are free. But I'm just going to put it out here because I know this will be really helpful to as many persons who really want to get married but are feeling like, my money is too small. I do not have enough money to do my wedding. This is for you. So please, like this video, share this video, comment, put on your notifications so that you'll be among the first to see my video whenever it pops up. Now, let's get right into it. The first thing, if you found someone you want to get married, is to now start thinking about what type of wedding you both want. Do you want the ultra simple? Do you want the other two that I just mentioned? If you want the ultra simple, which is like the highlight of this video, then you want to start thinking about things you are going to cut out of your budget. So the first thing is to look at your budget. How much are you willing to, put into a particular thing? What's most important to you? What kind of vendors do you want? What are the things you want to prioritize in your planning? So when you are able to tick those boxes and answer those questions, it will become slimmer and it will become easier for you to factor your money into the different places that is necessary. So if you've been able to, analyze what your budget is about, then you are now able to think about your vendors. You are now going to prioritize. In the wedding that I was privileged to plan with the bride, who happens to be a relative of mine, there were a lot of things we took out. Not because we were not financially stable to, do those things, but this was strictly what the couple wanted and we were able to achieve it, and it was beautiful. It was a beautiful, intimate, minimalist wedding. So you want to know who your vendors are. If makeup is important to you, how much are you willing to put into makeup? If you want your decor to be like the top of your priority, how much are you willing to put? Who are the vendors to look out for? If it's food, like in our own case, we prioritize food. We wanted everyone at the event to eat and have a belly full. We wanted people to eat and come for more, and we're able to achieve that. The bride was not so keen on makeup, which is why she allowed me. Even when I had volunteered to hire a makeup artist for her, she refused because on a norm, she's not even a makeup person. And we're able to achieve a very mild makeup that looked really good on her. So we were able to take out the makeup cost. How about the venue for the event? We used our home. Thankfully, our home is a very large space, and when we decided that we're going to use the compound for the reception, we now started thinking, who are the people who can come decorate this place into a very beautiful thing for us? We got vendors who are also relatives, so that was able to cut costs for us. They did the design and it was beautiful. Never have I seen a thing like that, because when people came for the reception, it was more like a home party. It was a home gathering. It wasn't so chaotic. Everybody had where to sit. It was beautiful because it was all of us together. We know ourselves, and I don't know how to explain it, but it was intimate. It was beautiful. It just looked like a party in a home. if you understand, where people were eating, people were dancing, people were free to express themselves, and I really loved it. So we're able to cut out the cost of remember, makeup for the bride now, which was the one I was able to, I was more involved in. We're able to cut out cost for the makeup, and now we've been able to cut out cost for decoration and cost for the venue, right? Another thing we did, we looked out for people who we wanted to bake our cake for us. Thankfully, another relative of ours is a great baker, so we got the ingredients. So we had cost how much it would cost for us to get flour, sugar, butter, and everything required to bake. She sent us the list, so we went to the market, we got everything, and then the cake was baked at home. Because we all actually know how to bake, but not as professionals, right? So we all baked it together, and we left the decoration part for her. So how many things have we been able to cut? Venue, makeup, location, decoration, and now baking. And if you look at these things, these are the things that people spend a lot of money to do for their wedding. If you are the type who prioritize how your cake would look like, probably you want your cake to look like Mount Everest, you can now, okay, I'm going to cut cost in this other aspect and put more money into my cake. Like I said, if makeup is most important to you, you prioritize that. Whatsoever is important to you, you prioritize. If your aim is to have an ultra simple wedding. In our own case, it was feeding, so we prioritized feeding a whole lot. For venue, like I mentioned earlier, we used our home. It's not, you may not have a large space in your home, but you can still cut costs that way. You may have friends who have large spaces, or even your church parking lot. The thing people do not know about a venue, a reception venue, is it's only a decor that will transform everything. A decor is all you need. So it's not really about the space, really, it's about the decoration. So look for a place where you can have that intimate gathering, and then switch up your decoration. You thank me for this. So that is how you can, cut cost in that aspect. Now, you have to list out your vendor, because you may not be lucky to have all your vendors as relatives. In our own case, we had people who still cooked for us, and it was really nice to also cut out that part. So there were some other things we had to pay. So I'm putting this video out here because it's not necessarily about the type of wedding as much as it is about what makes the couple happy. Like I said from the beginning, if you know that it is an intimate wedding you want, like an ultra simple wedding, go for it. Do not feel pressured. Do not feel like people are going to say I'm stingy, or I don't want to spend, or no. Prioritize things that you are willing to, prioritize, things that matter most to you. And then the other things that you can, ignore. Even our souvenirs, we had a lot of people who, I can make bags, so I was the one who took that upon myself to make the souvenir bags. We had other family members, so the wedding was more like we gave out tasks to people within us who we knew could deliver. And like I said, it was so beautiful, because at the end of the day, it was both families coming together to make it a beautiful celebration. Now let's talk about her reception dress. Another relative made her reception dress, and it was gorgeous. So what I'm trying to say is, you do not have to feel pressured to give your outfit to the creme de la creme, or people who have that what do you call it. So just do what you are comfortable with. At the end of the day, you will be happy. At the end of the day, you have saved a lot of money, and you are able to live the life of your dreams in your marriage. Because a lot of people go and borrow to get married, and then they end up being in debt. We didn't want that. Like I posted there, I was like, it was a modest wedding, but modest not broke. It didn't mean that the couple do not have. A lot of people have to just do away with the mindset of, if your wedding is small, it just means that you are not ready. It's not always so. Finally, I would like to say that the most beautiful thing I saw about this minimalist, modest, intimate wedding was just the fact that every family member came through. I guess it's because it was a small wedding, so they felt like any little input would make sense. Any little input would be would be seen. Because imagine it was an extravagant wedding and maybe what someone has to bring is probably 50k. They would feel 50k would not do much, so they would rather maybe just keep it all sprayed or whatever. But this one, people went all out to just make it a beautiful family, how like call it, a beautiful family together intimate wedding, and I love it so much. It's something that I would recommend. It's something that I would advise people who would be walking down the aisle soon to, you know, think about if that is an option you are ready to take. But no pressure at all. It doesn't matter the kind of wedding. What matters is that you actually have a beautiful marriage afterwards. I really wish everyone all the best. Everyone, if you're preparing to get married, if you are already married, if you are, you know, still single and searching, I just hope that at the end of the day everyone is able to have a beautiful marriage that is worth it. Thank you so much for staying here and watching till the end. I really do appreciate. And if you have not subscribed, do not forget, we must say that part, do not forget to subscribe, like this video, share the video, you know, do everything you can to support this girl. Thank you so much, and bye for now.